All right, Benham Falls. Looks stout.
On this episode, we're in Bend, Oregon, and the Deschutes is the main artery running through it. It starts up in the Cascades Range and flows north toward the Columbia River, cutting through lava fields, canyons, and high desert before reaching town. In Bend, it looks friendly, like a park feature almost. But this river has been shaped by a lot of decisions over the last 100 years, and not all of them have been good for the ecosystem. We paddled it on a weekday morning, launching from Farewell Bend Park. You start in this mellow, wide stretch. There's a mix of people out, someone doing yoga on a paddleboard, another guy fishing in his hip waders, and a few kids already soaking wet before 10 a.m. Then we hit the Whitewater Park. It's a controlled feature, but still a fun ride. A little surf wave, then a few drops that push you through. Back in the early 1900s, this town was built around the logging industry. The Deschutes was basically treated like a tool. There were sawmills along the banks, log flumes in the water, dams, diversions, all kinds of changes to make it work for business. The river got chopped up, literally. Fish couldn't move upstream, water temperatures rose, habitat disappeared. By the 1900s, most of that industry was gone and the city started to think differently about the river. Instead of something to use, it became something to protect and enjoy. One of the biggest shifts was the Bend Whitewater Park, which opened in 2015. It created different river channels for surfers, paddlers, and wildlife. And upstream, there's been a ton of work to restore riparian habitat, planting native species, rebuilding banks, and managing flow more carefully. A lot of towns have rivers running through them, but not every town treats the river like part of the community. In Bend, the Deschutes isn't just scenery, it's part of daily life. People bike next to it, fish in it, paddle on it, watch birds along the shore. That kind of access matters. But it's not just about building trails or adding signage. Good river management means thinking about the whole system: flow levels, water quality, fish passage, riparian habitat, and how humans fit into all of that. The city's made some solid progress. The riverbanks in town are healthier than they were 20 years ago. There's more shade, fewer invasive species, and better temperature regulation for fish and wildlife. It's not perfect, but it's intentional, and that makes a difference. Of course, it's not all success stories. Like a lot of rivers in the West, the Deschutes is still dealing with water rights issues and irrigation demands. A lot of water gets pulled from the river upstream for farming. That means lower flows in the summer when the river's already stressed from heat and heavy use. And even though this section through Bend looks great, it's just one stretch of a much longer river system. There's still work to do upstream and downstream to make it healthier overall, especially if we're thinking about fish like salmon and steelhead. The Deschutes used to support wild salmon and steelhead runs, especially in its lower stretches where it meets the Columbia. Some fish still make that journey, but it's complicated now by dams, hatcheries, and warming waters. Restoring habitat in the upper Deschutes and protecting cold water where it still exists could help, but it's a long game, and it's not just about the fish. When a river is healthy enough for salmon, it's usually healthy enough for everything else, people included. Floating through Bend, it's easy to forget how much this river has been through, but that's part of what makes it hopeful. This was once a working river, then a damaged one. Now it's something people care about and are willing to fight for. Rivers don't need to be wild to be meaningful, they just need to be alive.
What are you doing?